Welcome to the GuthrieAmerica Podcast, where I sit down with amazing people who do life in our community because we believe every story should be told. I'm your host, Heady Coleman. Today I'm sitting down with the one and only Steve Lewis, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I got him in the building. I know y'all see him at Hoboken. Y'all see him in his big truck. You know what I'm saying? He's probably been in some of y'all's bathrooms. I don't say that in a bad way. But the man does towel, ladies and gentlemen. And before we jump in this conversation with Steve, will you please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast? Leave a review. It would mean the world to me if you did that. Steve, how you living, bro?
Living good.
Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come and hang out with me today, and just so we can talk a little bit about GuthrieAmerica. Now, the first thing that I asked you when we was walking up to the building, I asked you what year you graduated. You said 2002. Now, I am 1992, so we're 10 years apart.
30 years.
No, yeah, 30 years. Yes, 30 years. You got to bring that up.
Hey, I just had my 20.
Yeah, and so it is good to have a Blue Jay in the house. I just love to sit down and just kind of learn your story and everything. So tell me, how would your friends describe you? Like if I was to talk to, let's say, Montel, how would Montel describe Steve?
Talkative, very talkative. Especially after I've had my morning coffee, very talkative. My 8 shots to go, yes, I'm very talkative.
You on the road?
I'm ready to go.
Let's move.
Let's keep
make
it
it happen.
Let's keep it moving.
Now, when did you start drinking coffee?
Early. My parents used to have a coffee shop here in Guthrie. And
Get out. When?
So they opened up, 98? I think they were open for 15 years, right there on Division, yeah.
Division of what? Vilas?
Directly from Hoboken, yeah.
Yeah. What? Like you said, what years was that?
98. They started off 98, and what was that 2010 maybe?
Okay.
Somewhere, yeah.
So I was living there a few years.
Yeah, you were here.
Yeah. Yeah, I came back in 2007-ish or something like that. So, man, that's cool. So, what was that experience like? Being a part of a family that had a retail / what is it? I don't know.
I got to eat all the time. Go in, get chili and chicken salad sandwiches and drink coffee and Cokes. Dad didn't like it. He was eating the profit up, but
yeah.
That's
cool. So, what made them get into that?
Dad told his dad before he passed away that he would come back to Guthrie and do something. My family's from here, my roots are. So Dad came back and he opened up a coffee shop, which was DG's Coffee, and my grandpa's name was Delma Jean. So It was like, hey, Dad, you made it back, Yeah. And that's about it. It was fun. I looked like going in there and talking, like that's basically what I do at Hoboken, go in there and just talk and, see what's going on, the good gossip, who's moving on into town, what's going on here, there, football games. That's what we used to do there. So
Got you. Now, you said they describe you as talkative. What else would they say? What else would he say about you?
What would he say about me? I guess good looking, probably. That's probably it. It's probably it. We got to keep it real.
You gonna make me call Montel.
You call him up. Now, like, man, that's the best looking guy around in town. That's Big Steve. Talk your head off.
Okay, finish this sentence. Growing up in GuthrieAmerica was like what?
Was like what? Growing up in GuthrieAmerica was like, man, I don't know. Where am I going to finish that with? It was a wonderful experience. I don't know. We have to come back on that question. I don't even know what to say about that one.
So you went to all your school years here, right?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No.
Tell me about that. When did you get here?
98.
98 is when you came back?
I grew up in California.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? So
it was culture shock. That's what GuthrieAmerica was. Culture shock.
What part of California were you in?
The Bay Area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the reason you got a little bit different kind of swag to you.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You couldn't pay me to go back, but yeah.
Okay. Why not?
Guthrie America is it's like something you see on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the small town, with the homecoming parade. It's something you don't have in California.
Gotcha.
Like I remember coming here, it was in 8th grade, and going and seeing the Guthrie Junior High gym. And I was like, wow. Like, I can't wait to play in there. Because, in California, we played in the cafeteria. You'd be sliding around. Like, yeah, it's like, but you come out here, and it's like, they get to play in that. Look at the stadium. Look at this. So I was, excited about the sports here. And then I got to meet the people, and, you shut down the town for homecoming. They didn't do that stuff back in California.
Now, here's the thing about that. Now, I didn't know that this was not a big deal until I started having this podcast where I would sit down with people and start having conversations with people who moved away from here.
Yeah.
And then they no, homecoming's like a big deal.
No one cares
only
about
in Guthrie.
Nobody cares about homecoming back in California. They don't care about. They're like, homecoming? They're not even going to be at the game. They're not even going. Let alone to shut the town down. You're going to get the police department and everybody out to shut the town down so some high schoolers can drive through and on in Corvettes with the top down. No, they're not. No one cares.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I love about being here.
Yeah. No, for sure. So you come back in 1998. What grade are you in?
That was 8th grade.
Okay, you were in 8th grade in 1998.
Yeah.
And tell me the first person you start hanging out with in 1998 at the Guthrie Junior High.
Found out that me and first friend was Preston Eaton. Met him on the bus.
Okay.
And then turned out we were cousins. It was like, oh, okay. Then I met Montel.
Okay.
And me and Montel, we've been best friends ever since. Still talk to Preston all the time. And, it's lifelong friends. That's nothing you don't do in California. You don't meet people and see them on a regular basis, just going to Walmart.
Yeah.
It's like a high school reunion. You go into Walmart.
Yeah.
You might be in there for 2 hours, but hey. Between Walmart and Facebook, I know basically what everyone's doing. You know what I'm
saying? between Walmart, Hoboken, and Facebook.
I know what's going on.
Or you feel like you have a good grasp on it?
I know what's going on.
You for sure.
Yeah.
So did you, and we'll talk about your wife a little bit more here in a little bit, but just tell me, because we talk about Walmart, going into the store. Will your wife go into Walmart with you? Because you're just one of those people who talk to everybody.
Well, when I go to Walmart, there's a secret entrance that I go into.
Okay.
Because I know I talk too much.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So you don't even...
So I'll hit the back wall. I'll walk around the back wall. I'll come into automotive and I hit the back wall so I could be incognito.
So, you go through the auto...
Otherwise, I'll get caught. I know I'm going
Wait a second. So I do the same thing. Yeah. But when the COVID happened, they shut down the automotive.
Yeah, you just got to go straight through the clothes. That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
I'd walk straight through the clothes and pop out. I've been there so long where I had to go put the cold stuff back because it wasn't cold anymore.
Oh, because you was talking so long?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
You never know you're going to run into at Walmart. You never know.
You didn't get that in California.
No. You wouldn't even open the door for people.
So where's your favorite place to talk to people? Is it Walmart or Hoboken?
Hoboken. Oh, yeah.
Why? Why Hoboken over Walmart?
And just the feel, the atmosphere. You go in there and just, it's all dark and cozy and,
Yeah.
Rather than Walmart, I'm spending some money. I know that. I'm spending a lot of money, and you don't know who you're going to run into. Hoboken, I going in there drinking my coffee.
Yeah.
And, me and Mallory used to run track together. So
you and who?
Mallory.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I've known them for a long time. COVID's when I really started going. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
But before that,
I was going to Starbucks, and then I was like,
Starbucks where?
I drove to Edmond to get my coffee.
Oh, you serious?
Oh, I'm bougie. Oh, yeah.
That's real. No, yeah. Well, no, I think Hoboken's a little bit more bougie than Hoboken is more bougie than Starbucks.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna pay some money for some good coffee. Like I don't care if I got to drive out of the way to get it. I'm gonna pay some money for some good coffee. Because, like I said, my parents.
Yeah.
I've been drinking for strong coffee. I need strong coffee.
Yeah.
And but during COVID, I started looking at where my money was going, and so I'm like, man, I'm not going to just keep giving my money to Starbucks. I know where this money goes every day.
Listen to you.
So I started, hey, I know it's going to go help this family.
Yeah.
So I started going there in the mornings.
Got you. Talking about Mallory running track, who were some teachers that you remember from high school, like stood out, or maybe because of them, there was something that you changed in your life out of Guthrie America?
There's a lot of influential people. I could say Maggie Way was one. I had her 8th grade to she went to the high school. Had a lot of great conversations with her. Miss Hedge. She was like a grandma.
Rosa Hedge?
Yeah.
She was still there then?
Yeah.
Okay.
She grab you and take you in the corner and you like, man, and that's what we need, and she was great. Miss, who else was there? Miss Crooks.
Okay.
Man, she make you feel bad in class. Boy, you better not fall asleep in there. She wake you up real quick.
She was college out. I'm not college.
She was geometry.
Geometry.
Yes, I learned geometry very well. I use it in my business all the time because So
you were one of the people that you may have said at that time, I would never use geometry.
I will. That's what I tell my kids. And look at me. Yes. Use it all the time. It ain't the way she taught me, but I make it work. I get to that answer.
You learned some shortcuts.
I learned some shortcuts. Long cut, shortcut, but I get there. So, yeah.
So, Miss Crooks, Miss Edge. Now, did y'all have Heritage Club when you were in high school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What's that?
Did you participate in Miss Allen?
Miss Allen, yeah. I had Miss Allen. I did that. It's been 20 years, man. I can't remember back that far.
The Heritage Club, did y'all have the banquet?
Yeah, I didn't go
know when they stopped doing it.
They still had it going. I've slept a lot of nights since then. To go back 20 years. I said 20 years, man.
So Heritage Club, we talked about homecoming a little bit. When you were in school, you obviously, I'm assuming you play sports.
Yeah.
Did you play football?
Yeah, okay. Football. Yeah, basketball. Track.
And so homecoming was a big deal to you, getting on the.
I was the homecoming king.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
You need to know.
I'm sorry, good looking. No, yeah. I'm sorry, good looking. You was the homecoming king.
King, not queen. No. King.
What was that like to be homecoming king? Was that a big deal?
It was big. Yeah, for me. No, it was. That's what I'm saying. It's like stuff that you would see on TV. You only would see on TV when I was growing up. The homecoming king. Who really? Does that?
Who does that?
Yeah. And then you get to sit on the back of a car and ride around town. Yeah, that's why you couldn't pay me to live anywhere else. Yeah. So.
Yeah, because of those kind of moments.
Because of those. Yeah, I remember that stuff.
Evidently you remember that. Now, I started asking you about some geometry. You don't remember nothing.
No, I don't remember
but
that.
You remember being homecoming king.
I was asleep through a lot of math, which I regret.
He's sorry, Miss Crooks.
I'm very sorry.
You still were name dropped in this podcast. If you listening, I don't know if you listening or not, but he name dropped you. Now, do you still keep up with any Miss Hedge? Do you still talk to Miss Hedge?
No, like I said, through Facebook, Instagram,
you think
you're able to kind of see what some people
Steve, that ain't the same as talking to people.
Man, you only got 24 hours a day. I can see what you're doing. I got a gist of what's going on.
You all over the place.
All over.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Now, whenever you left high school, what'd you do?
I went and ran track for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, what did you run?
I pole vaulted.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Now, did you have a good 100 time?
100?
Yeah. Did you ever run the 100? No.
I like running the 100. I like pole vaulting.
I know, but I was wondering, since you were a pole vaulter, if you ran any sprints.
No.
Okay.
I like pole vaulting because you only had. I ran about 100 feet. I don't like to run.
The reason I pole vault is because I don't want to run.
I ran 70 to 100 feet.
How in the world you get in the pole vault?
Talking trash to Coach. Hey, that's Coach Boxley. Super.
That's another person.
Yes.
You forgot the name drop.
Yeah, I name dropped right there.
We're bringing it up now.
I got in for I was talking trash to his son. I was like, if you can jump 17 feet, I can jump 20 feet. Not knowing what pole vaulting really was. Because we didn't even have it here. And Boxley that was his first year, was my junior year, I believe. Yeah. And then I met down at the fairgrounds. We used to do indoor pole vaulting, and his son, we was going to meet, and I was going to beat him, and this, and that. And his son's like qualified for the Olympics and stuff, right? And he doesn't even show up. And Boxley ends up tricking me to give me the pole vault. He's like, "Oh, do that again. Next thing I know, I'm at state." So, yeah.
That's super cool.
And now it's funny because now Boxley's like training my son, like pole vault. Like we're out there. It's funny. I jumped on that pole, and now my son's pole vaulting.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Getting taught by the same guy that taught me.
Taught you.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Now, what grade is he?
7th grade. I had to think.
I mean, some of y'all watching on YouTube, he had to think about it.
I had to think. Yeah. 7th grade.
Well, that's cool that he started, because you started when?
I didn't start till junior year.
Okay.
So it was late,
Yeah.
But he did last year, was his first year pole vaulting. So maybe I get my daughter into it,
Yeah. Now, was it because of a conversation you had with him that he ended up getting into pole vaulting, or with your son?
Yeah, he's a lot smarter than me. So I was like, "Hey, you want to play football?" He's like, "I don't know. There's a lot of serious injuries that happen in football, Dad." I'm thinking, I never thought like that. Like, you kind of got a point, I guess.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
I was like, "No, Dad, I'm good with that."
No, there's a lot of serious injuries. I'm like, okay. So you want pole vault? And he's like, "Yeah, I like the pole vault." So then we just went up there and started messing around. He likes it, so
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Tell me about your wife. How'd y'all meet?
We met on MySpace. That was before Facebook. That was before Facebook. That's the OG of.
What in the world? So the last thing I'm thinking is MySpace, right?
When you had the music and all that, you could. Yeah, that was the good one. She thought I was someone. I thought she was someone, and we weren't who we thought. And then we but you kind of cool. You want to meet? And
now, how far into this whole MySpace thing did y'all recognize, like, oh, you're not who I thought you were? Like, was it pretty immediate?
No.
Or?
She gave me her phone number. I called and we started talking, and I'm just like, we do not know each other. Yeah.
You did not know each other?
We did not know each other.
What was the thing that kind of connected y'all, like, that outside of not knowing each other, now it's this thing of like, man, what's great about your wife?
She is everything that I'm not.
Gotcha.
So I am talk to everybody, go, and she's the one like, hey, come on. She's the quiet one. Come on. Like, she keeps me centered and grounded and brings me back down to reality. And it was, sometimes like, hey, say something. She's like, no, you already say enough. Like, you know what I mean? So
please talk so people know that you can talk.
So she's just my complete opposite.
So I'm assuming not from Guthrie?
No, she's from Heady.Media, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever make it back down there?
That's the Tiger King place. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Does she know me?
No. I was like, hey, why don't y'all go? Y'all got lions and tigers over there. Why don't y'all go? It's like, no, we don't go down there. We don't mess around down there. Like, why not?
That's a different group of people.
Yeah.
You don't just mess around. You
don't go. Now I'm like, oh, I get it now. Yeah. I see why y'all didn't go over there. Yeah, I get that.
That's cool. So from Heady.Media, and y'all end up, how long y'all been married now?
Oh my gosh, why you put me on the spot? 12 years? 13 years. 12 years, yes.
12. Thought you got married what year?
9, 10, 11. I have to say it out loud. We got married on the 11th. Yeah, 2011.
Why do you start with the 9?
We got married on 9, 10, 11.
Oh, 9, 10, 11. That's the...
September.
I'm thinking you're like
September.
2009, 2010.
So I would remember. I am bad on dates. So 9, 10, 11, yeah.
Got you. Now, do you still have your MySpace account? Like
no, man. That's what I'm like. They need to bring that back out. I'm ready. Like, hey, man, I'm ready to have my music profiles. They need to bring that back.
Is it still in existence?
No, I've heard of some people say that they tried to get it on and it didn't work.
Okay.
I can't remember my password back then.
No, there's no way.
I can't remember teachers' names 20 years ago.
No, you don't even know your teachers' names.
No. A lot of time in me. I can't remember that.
You can't even think of their names. That is hilarious. All right, so you go to a parade, 89ers, homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
Any of those parades. Where's your parade spot?
My parade spot is going to be over there across from Golden Age.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you're on the north side of Golden Age? Like you're
where we can find it. I'm going on north side usually.
But
yeah,
somewhere in that
somewhere in
vicinity.
there. Yeah.
Why, like, how did that become your spot?
I knew who lived over there.
Okay, got you.
And I knew, hey, I can go sit in your yard and you ain't gonna tell me to leave. You know? Yeah.
That's good. That's a great reason to find a spot. Yeah, it's funny because everybody has their spot.
Oh, yeah.
Now that I've been talking to people on the podcast, that became a question. Like I'm like, oh, everybody has their parade spot.
You got your spot.
Yeah, that's our spot. So we are on Harrison and 2nd Street. Right there by Avalanche. The snow cone. That's our spot typically, like right in that vicinity.
So that's the end of it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have candy by the time they get there. The candy's all gone.
They come around that corner.
The candy's gone.
No, but I think people save the best candy for last. I'm sorry to tell you that.
No.
I don't want to let you know that.
If I'm saving for last, I'm going to eat it.
Not to give it out.
Oh, no, I want to eat it.
No, wait a second. So I forgot to ask you this question because we talked about your wife, and typically after wives, or when you have a significant other, children come.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the first time you had your child. Like, what was that experience like? What were you like? How were you
when
you had your first child?
My first child. How was I?
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
I know.
Like, what? Like, for real? You know, like the whole parenting thing is truly an experiment. No one knows what they're doing, you know, like, and I'm thinking, I got to go home with this, like, and I got to feed it. What do I do? And, you know, I couldn't imagine life without now. So,
you have how many?
I have 3.
3.
Yeah.
And the first was the boy?
Every 5 years.
Every 5 years.
2010, 2015, 2020.
2025.
No.
2025.
No.
Steve, you got to do it.
2025, no, that can't happen. I will not have I can't keep up. Not enough coffee in the world. Like, it's just no.
Because how old is your youngest now then?
He's 2.
2.
Not even 2. His birthday's 20-something, 27.
Just stop.
Somewhere there. It's only the second one.
Just stop.
Yeah.
It's only the second one.
It's only the second one, so I got, you got a couple more.
5 or 6.
Then I'll get it. Then I'm going to get it. Yeah. No, I mean, it's just having a 2-year-old, man, running. You come home and I'm tired, and he's just like, let's go.
Let's do this.
I'm like, let's take a nap. Daddy needs a power nap.
Come hang out with me. Come lay down with me. I remember those days.
Oh, my gosh.
Just come down. We're going to lay down for a little
Just
bit.
lay down. What movie want to watch? Kung Fu Panda?
Yes.
Oh, let's watch Kung Fu Panda.
Do whatever
I'm like,
can.
man.
Yeah. Now, what has changed from being a father of 3 now versus maybe not even having children at all? Like, what's some things that you've seen change in your life?
In my life, just learning that it's not all about me.
Yeah.
Like, this is what life's about.
Yeah.
You know, when I was young, it was like, oh, I want to have this. I want to get, I want to get a boat. I want to get this. I want to do that. I want this money, you know. And when you leave this earth, the only thing that you're leaving is what you left behind, which is your family.
Yeah.
You know, the memories you left with them. Yeah. So that's what really changed in my life, was learning that it's not about me.
Yeah.
Life is not like, I'm just a garden variety. You know what I mean? I'm nothing special, but my kids, they're special. Yeah. So, you know, I always think about, I want to leave this place better than when I found it. And that's by leaving my kids with more than what I had. And I had a great upbringing,
Yeah.
And that's not, it doesn't have to be financial, it's, I talk to my kids and I try to talk to my kids like, the best friend I would want to have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I try to tell them things that, I tell my son, you can tell me anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Don't ever think that it's stupid or you're nervous. Like, you can tell me anything because there's nothing that's dumb.
Yeah.
And I why not use me? I've been here.
For sure.
Use me. Yeah. Ask me any question. Before you go and you got to ask some kid and he's going to lie to you about it. So, man, I take my kid to school every day. I try to, even as busy as I am, I still try to take them because that's the moments for me.
Yeah.
Back in the day it was, I got to get to work because I'm important. It's like, no, I get to take my kid to school.
Yeah.
I get to go have, conversations, just me and my oldest, going to school.
Yeah.
So that's what's important to me.
That's good. That's really good. Now, tell me about your work. Like, you work for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How did you end up becoming an entrepreneur? Is it something that you've enjoyed the experience, or?
So I started doing this because a guy bugged me. Right. I bought an old house. And then a guy, Johnny Miller, taught me how to work on my house. Right. He was teaching me all these little secrets, and I was, started doing some sheetrock and all this, and then I did a little tile, and God kept bugging me to go to work. And
he was wanting you to work for him?
For him.
Yes.
And then finally I was like, okay, I'll go, And I go in, I was like, oh, I kind of like this, this is pretty cool. And then he kind of knew that I wasn't going to hang around. He's like, I kept asking, so how much you charging? What are you doing this? He's like, just go do it. Yeah. So I left and scary, but I had to go out on my own and start it up and haven't looked back. So
that's cool. Now, is your work primarily in Guthrie, or do you kind of in the metro?
I'm spoiled.
Okay.
I'm very spoiled. Try not to leave. I don't like leaving Guthrie. I don't like driving south of Edmond for sure. So if I'm going south of Edmond, it's a real good job.
Yeah.
Or I know you. Yeah. But I try to keep it up here. When I started out, we went a lot, to the city and stuff like that. But now I just try to keep it around here, keep it local.
Gotcha.
Diesel's $5, so yeah. I'm trying not to fill up again.
I'm thinking about taking the trolley. Load my stuff up in the trolley.
Yeah, I'm like, work. This is
yeah, it's crazy.
$130 the other day. Woo.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the hard part of being, entrepreneurs, like seeing the unknowns.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know diesel was gonna be this much. I bid this job. I didn't plan on diesel jumping, so I learned from that,
gotcha.
$5 diesel, boy.
Gotcha. Now, when you were in high school, did y'all cruise up and down Division? Were y'all doing that at that time?
No.
You don't even know it.
We did dirt roads. We did dirt roads.
You can't cruise. What do you mean y'all did dirt roads?
I can tell you how to drive from here to Oklahoma City, Stillwater, Meridian, dirt roads.
Doing what? Y'all was just out on the dirt roads, just driving them?
Dirt roads.
That's all you gonna
plead the fifth. Dirt roads. Dirt roads. But when I lived in California, I didn't know north, south,
existed.
East, west. I didn't know none of that until I moved here, and then I was like, "Oh, we're going north. We're going south." Yeah,
because of them dirt roads.
Them dirt roads.
So when y'all were in high school, Friday night comes, Saturday night, or whenever y'all getting ready to hang out, y'all was like, "Hey, we going."
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
Who was with you on the dirt roads? Like, who was some people
Plead the fifth. The one I will bring up. This is a great Guthrie story.
Okay.
Baker's Bridge.
Oh, Baker's Bridge.
Yeah. So that is like everyone knows. You go off of the south side of the bridge. you don't go off the north side of the bridge.
Okay.
Right?
South side of the bridge, you jump. That's where you jump.
That's where you jump.
Let me just say,
yeah.
I've never listen, ladies and gentlemen. I have never jumped off the Baker's Bridge. First of all, I can't even comprehend jumping into a river.
I didn't say to
creek.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm just saying I never.
But if
done
you do it, go south side.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had to tell my son. I was like, hey, look. Go south side. I had to show him, all right?
You had to show him.
Yes. Jump. You listen to the side if you're going to do it. Like,
son, today, what we're going to do is we're driving to Baker's Bridge. I'm going to show you.
Well, I said it when I was driving over it. I said what I did, and my son's like, you did what? And I was like, oh, my gosh. Well, you jump on this side. But it's like, so this jump off the south side to the north side goes like back 100 years.
Okay.
So a guy that I drink coffee with all the time is like, yeah, you want to jump off the south side because north side's got refrigerators and stuff. I go, whoa, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, that's what they said back when I was in school. And he's 84 years old. I'm like, what? So I'm doing work for this lady, and her daughter goes to school in Edmond, and they come up here and jump off Bakers. And she's like, but you got to jump off the south side because north side got refrigerators. I'm thinking, so this thing has been going for 100 years. Who made it up? I don't know. And it's still going from here to Edmond. Like, everybody still talks about it. So,
jump off the south side because the north side.
And here I am telling my kid, like, if you're going to do it, like, I'm a responsible parent. You're on the south side. We live right by it. So it's like.
The crazy thing is people still jumping off.
Do it.
Yeah.
And that bridge is 100 years old.
I think that's part of the cool thing about living in a small town, right?
Yeah.
It's like you have these things that people have been doing forever.
And
our kids are now doing it.
Yeah.
Our grandkids are going to be doing, and you still have these same stories of don't jump.
Nobody's ever seen a dishwasher. But hey, they say it's down there.
Maybe if you want to just jump in there and look one day.
Somebody down there.
That is so funny. Yeah, Baker's Bridge is definitely an infamous story. So I'm going to say some words and you just tell the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe you could do better than, what was that first question?
I don't even know the first question.
What was the first question? You just couldn't even answer.
Don't put me on the spot. I told you, I think.
Hoboken.
Good coffee.
Good coffee. 89ers parade.
Barbecue.
Why barbecue?
Why barbecue? You know we gonna barbecue. There's gonna be some kind of barbecue. Somebody's got a pit fired up somewhere.
89ers is like family reunion time, right?
Yeah, basically. It's like people come home just for, that's the cool thing about Guthrie. Like, name another place you have homecoming, you have a parade, you have a carnival that comes, is here, bracelet night, remember that?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So, yeah, somebody's going to have a pit going, and I'm getting a plate somewhere.
If not multiple places.
Probably multiple.
All right, here's the next one. Victor Mall.
Gage's Steakhouse? Wasn't it there?
Yeah. Okay, see, for me, Victor Mall used to be like the candy shop, ice cream. That's where we went and bought clothes. It was a real mall.
Stage. Do you remember Stage? Were you here for Stage? That wasn't Victor Mall.
Stage.
Stage was over there.
Wasn't it on
That's
Oklahoma?
when yeah. It was on Oklahoma.
I feel like I vaguely remember Stage.
It was here when we first moved here. There was a Stage over by Atkins.
Because you were here in '98.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so Victor Mall was probably not even in existence. Gage's
Gage's was
Yeah, Gage's was there. Yeah, for sure. Gillum Stadium.
The Rock.
What's your favorite football story?
Oh man, plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
What in the
Well, okay. So here's one of my favorites. So I didn't play football till freshman year. It was my first year of football, and I used to want to make that pow. When somebody just gets cracked, you hear that helmet pow, and the crowd just gets quiet. Ooh. Yeah. And my dad was like, "You don't want to do that. You want to do that?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to knock somebody out." And I did it. And I was like, oh, man, it hurt me too. Like, you heard, pow, and everybody, oh. And I'm like, oh, yeah, Dad was right. My bell's rung too. Oh, the coach got to come out. Yeah, that was, Gels was another, it was top 10. Yeah. It was in top 10 places to play high school football.
Yeah.
Yeah, in America.
For sure.
Yeah.
Division Street.
Division. What do I think about Division? Sonic.
So this is your Sonic, not the one?
I worked at that Sonic.
Sorry.
Yeah, I worked at that. What are you sorry? Sonic.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Sonic, man.
I worked at that.
I sure did. That was one of my first jobs. Del Rancho.
Del Rancho.
Oh, yeah. I miss Del Rancho.
Del Rancho. My mom and I almost went to Del Rancho the other day because there's one on 23rd.
Oh, yeah.
And
then we need to bring it back. Bring back Del Rancho.
Bring back Del Rancho.
Bring it back.
Simone, you got to move. We'll bring it back.
No. We could do another. They can stay. Just put them somewhere else. They ain't got to go back to the same place.
They ain't got to go to the same place.
No.
They can figure out
They can figure out another place.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Put them by scooters.
We got to help Simone, but that's where Del Rancho's was.
Oh, man. That was that steak. Oh, I used to have to make those.
You used to. Oh, you worked at Del Rancho.
I worked there too.
Oh, Sonic.
Quick. Last day was May 3rd.
Why do you remember the last day?
Because it was a tornado.
Oh.
And they were like getting.
They came down to visit?
No, they were like, you got to get in the freezer. I was like, I'm not getting in the freezer. What if we get stuck in the freezer? The power don't go off. Yeah, I left. I said, I'm not going to be. There was tornadoes everywhere. And everyone in Oklahoma wants to eat Del Rancho when tornadoes are here. I was like, I'm gone. There's tornadoes everywhere. I got to go.
Where'd you go? Did you just go home?
I went home. I was like 15.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. My dad came and got me. He's like, I just came in from California very recently where there's no tornadoes. Now there's tornadoes everywhere. And you're like, we're going to get in the freezer.
Let's go to the freeze. You was like, no, I'm going home.
I'm going home.
There's no way in the world.
No. Power don't go off and nobody finds us. We'll be in there shivering.
That is so funny.
It was pretty mutual. The guy was like, here's your check.
Yeah. Like, you're out of here.
You're gone.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're so done. That is so funny. All right. Choose Guthrie. What does that mean to you?
What does it mean to choose Guthrie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of biased, man. I love this place. I think the things that I like that it's a small town. So I don't want everybody to come. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, y'all stay in Edmond, you know? But then, same time, it's like, I do like Target. You know? I do like Target.
I do like Target. I do like Target. So, you know, to get that Target, so people need to move together.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, I like the small town feel.
Target ain't that far away, though.
No.
It's not that.
It's Choose Guthrie is like I say, I don't think there's that many places that are better than Guthrie to grow up. I mean, everyone always tries to, I've also, in real estate, and people always, but the schools. It's like, what's wrong with the schools? Yeah. What's wrong with the schools? I went there, turned out all right. I know a lot of people that went. I have people that say, the schools, you went there. And you make, you know what I mean? You make six figures and you went there. And you're like, the schools. What? You know what I mean? What does it even mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the school. It's what you put into the kid that goes to school.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And I mean, I love it. I mean, I love that I can go to Walmart and run into my kid's teacher and have a parent-teacher conference in the middle of it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Right. I love that. You're not going to get that too many places.
You might have a parent-teacher conference at Walmart.
Might have it.
Yeah.
Or I love the small town feeling of Guthrie. And it's something that is dying in a lot of places. I mean, I know a lot of small towns that aren't small anymore.
Yeah.
You go through there and it's like, wow, this is changing. I mean, go through Piedmont. You're like,
yeah.
I mean, I remember Piedmont was nothing. Deer Creek. I remember you smelled Deer Creek before you saw Deer Creek. You know what I mean?
Not anymore.
No,
No.
So I like
they've come and surpassed us.
Yes, since I've been here.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when it was like nothing.
Yeah.
And but I love Guthrie. When it's choose Guthrie, I mean, it's you try to choose local.
Yeah.
I try to go to local people to give my money, local tradesmen, local, coffee, local restaurants.
Yeah.
Just because I know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
I love this little hidden gem that we got. You know?
That's cool. What's the thing that over the last, let's say 5 years, you've probably been most proud of concerning Guthrie?
Ugh, 5 years.
You can go 10.
Ooh. I don't know if I go 10.
You don't know you go 10?
I don't know if I go 10.
That's 5.
That I'm most proud of here in Guthrie. Oh, man. Really? You gonna put me on the spot? What am I most, there's been,
you know something that I'm most
you got to
proud
give
of?
me an example.
And I'm gonna
That's
give you an
so
example.
broad.
Probably us passing 2 school bonds.
Ooh, man.
That's a little bit more than.
You, man, hey, we can't go too deep on this podcast. Yeah, the school bonds, that's probably a really big one.
I mean, I think because it showed that we wanted to invest back into our. I mean, you can do it in different ways. But
you can do it in a lot of different ways.
But that's definitely one of the ways.
Man, okay, Red Brick Nights.
Yeah,
that's. I'm proud because that's keeping it local. Mm-hmm. It's Guthrie being Guthrie. Yeah. Guthrie's been doing bigger small town things.
Yeah.
Like I mean the fireworks.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have that when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Fireworks in Jesma, like for real. Yeah. There's a lot of things that I'm proud of that we do good that you don't see other places in a small town, like the Red Brick Nights. Where, I mean, you got everybody comes from all around with live music. And take me to Edmond where they do that. Mm-hmm. Oklahoma City where they do that. No, they don't do that. You know, where people just sitting out listening to music, eating, drinking a beer, whatever. Yeah. And that's another thing I'm proud of.
That's cool, man. Bro, I appreciate you sitting down with me.
Yeah, man. Call me. I'll come back down and do it again. Next time, let's do it more. I have my coffee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Should I have it over coffee? Like
over coffee.
GuthrieAmerica Podcast over coffee?
We could do it in the coffee shop.
In the coffee shop.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that would be some editing, though.
Oh,
you're trying to make
it
work now.
No.
Yeah, you're trying to... people coming up talking to...
Sorry, that would be great.
I can't even go... I rarely even go to Hoboken now because I used to meet people in Hoboken. Uh-huh. I can't meet people in Hoboken anymore because I'm talking to everybody. And the person that I'm with, I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you just start talking. I don't care. I'll just talk. I'll buy you a coffee and let's talk. I ain't got nothing but time.
I ain't got nothing but time. Because I'm working.
That's right. I'm working. When I'm in there, I'm working.
I'm working. This is all work. No, that's good. You know what? Did we tell enough? Do we have Montel's story? No, we're not. We don't have any Montel's.
We don't have Montel's story. What you want to know? Which one? I might need to plead the fifth of that one too.
I said Montel. I text Montel. I said, Montel, when you coming on the GuthrieAmerica Podcast? And he's like, now you know I don't.
He's a hermit. He's like,
you know I'm not coming.
You want him to be opening up. You'd be like, whoa, that's deep.
That's
real deep.
He's one of the deepest people I know.
He is.
He's definitely one of the people that I know. And,
but not everybody knows. If you know him, he's got 2 other names. I told you the first one.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna put you on blast, man. I ain't gonna put you on blast.
Right.
But Montel's not.
Yeah, I know his real name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, wait. Montel may be his real name. I know the other name.
Yeah, Kelton. I'll say it. It's Kelton.
Yeah.
It's Kelton. Kelton.
I didn't say it.
I said it.
I didn't say it.
Because that's what he goes by in his other profession. Yeah.
In his other profession.
That's what you need to know. You need to know.
Kelton.
Just
kidding. Because you don't be like, I know Montel.
You know, if you say, I've said situation. And they don't know. They're like, you don't know Montel.
You used it.
Yeah. Montel. I don't know Montel.
I've already used it. It didn't work.
Yeah.
You better say that Kelton. You better know the real name.
I'll put you out there. Your government's out there now. Be mad at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, only on the GuthrieAmerica Podcast will you learn people's real names. This is because our mission is to have every story told in the fabulous community of GuthrieAmerica. Will yours be next? See ya.